Good morning. Good morning. How are you? It's Dr. Brander Eshin Shoshana back with another little talk on simple solutions in a complex world. Very complex, isn't it? And then they call it entangling vines. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful image. Entangling vines. Sometimes we step on a vine and it entangles us. It knots us up. It pulls us into some kind of confusion. So simple steps are here to unravel the confusion. Just return to simplicity, to the bare truth, which is vivid, which is always right in front of our eyes. It's here all the time. So why don't we see it? Why don't we respond to it clearly, simply, no problem? Respond, move along, because of the entangling vines, the confusion, the emotion, the thoughts, the dreams, the expectations, many, many things that have cost us from within and pull us here and there. Like a little storm, boom, boom, a little storm. I have a very important and fundamental point to talk about today. Actually, a very beautiful point, a very freeing, and it is this. We are never hurt by what happens to us. We are hurt by our responses to it. Now, that may seem very controversial. A lot of people are going to say, oh, no, that's ridiculous. She said that and it hurt me. What do you mean? She didn't hurt me. She hurt me. She said something mean, bad, awful. Or I lost someone who I loved. You're telling me that didn't hurt me? No, that's not what I'm saying. Let me get clear right in the beginning. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying something different. I'm saying that there are many, many ways of responding and of viewing what's happening. Unconsciously, we have all kinds of views of what's going on, interpretations, beliefs, fears. So we are not just seeing that event. She said something nasty. We are going into a whole reaction to it, a whole response. Well, everybody always hates me. People, they betray me. Many, many, many kinds of responses. Or we begin blaming that other person, looking for everything awful about them. There are many, many ways we respond or view what's going on. So let me say something important. We cannot often control what's going to happen, but we can take charge of the way we respond. Wow, that's huge. Life will happen. There'll be beautiful moments, there'll be difficult moments, we'll be shocked, we'll be thrilled. It's inevitable. We can't really take control back, but we can choose to deal with and understand and change the way we respond to things. We can learn to see it all differently. And in that, there is so much freedom from pain, from loneliness, from dread. We are really not the victim of what goes on. It's incredible, incredible, important point. We are the witness of it. Huge difference. We can learn how to respond to it. We don't have to jump on the merry-go-round. The minute we hear the music, boom, 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 I love the merry-go-round. I used to anyway as a little girl, as a child. Everyone wants to catch the golden ring. Oh my goodness, that's so much fun. But how long can you keep doing that? How many times, how many years can you go around and around trying to catch the golden ring? even if you catch it, and sometimes you do. Once you have it, you have it. The music just keeps going, and the merry-go-round goes around and around, same old. And in relationships, the merry-go-round, it can be rough, get very dizzy, get and not able to see what's really happening. There's such a freedom and a happiness, a deep happiness in seeing what's really going on. It could be a shock. Oh, that's it. That's all. And here I am jumping up and down. It could be that person who said something very nasty to you. Just lost someone. They had terrible news. They don't even know you're there. They're just doing their thing. That's a very blunt way to put it. They're just mouthing off or expressing their distress, whatever they're doing. What has it got to do with you, really? You make it about you, you jump in, you enter a fight, and whoop, there we are. We make everything into pain, 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 and a story of pain. When you take charge of your own responses, you kind of step out off the merry-go-round for a little while. And rather than jump in, you might feel very angry, but rather than jump in and enter into that entangling vine, you just notice your own response. They can do whatever they want. You're noticing, you're watching, you're becoming aware of how you are responding to that person. And maybe you're giving them room to do what they do. They do what they do anyway. You're giving them room. You're not taking it in. You're not joining that entangling vine. You're just present to it, aware of it, witnessing it quietly. That's such a beautiful thing to do. It's such a gift to yourself and to the person. You're giving them space. If you do not react and you're instead watching your own reaction, and by the way, when you watch your own reaction, when you feel your own reaction, it dissolves. It doesn't catch you. It's not an entangling vine there. You're present to it. And the other person, when they don't get that reaction from you, they calm down. And your reaction is giving fuel to their response. Sooner or later, they begin to see themselves. It's a very powerful and positive way to be. It's giving space to everything, to them, to your own reaction, to life, to be what it is. You're allowing. It's a beautiful word, allowing. It takes so much tension, stress, and pain away. It's like this. We go to the ocean and it's high tide and we want low tide. So what do? We're screaming and yelling, I want low tide. I don't want high tide. It's high tide. Forget about changing the high tide into low tide. 1, 2, 3. Let the ocean be what it is, high tide, and you be with it, observe it, meet it, even maybe befriend it. It's very, very simple step. As I said, these are very simple steps. And people will say, well, how do I know it's right? And it's not in an intellectual knowing, this is right, this is wrong. There's a beautiful answer to that question. How do I know? And this is the answer from scripture and from Zen practice. The answer is do, and you will see. I love that answer. Do it, practice it, experience it. My teacher always used to say, the real is not rational. He said so many things that are living in me so intensely now as the years go by. He's passed away, but of course he hasn't. His teachings are so vivid. The real is not rational. Don't try to figure it out. Just do, and you will see. And have a wonderful day. Enjoy every moment. Be well. See you later. See you soon. Take care.